Well, hello there. I have something for you here. It's a vacuum cleaner. Aren't you just looking forward to seeing what's inside? Let's open it up and find out. Foam, my favorite, with an extra filter. Let's go through this, shall we? Filter. Box. Looks like some sort of storage piece. Looks like some sort of charger. Looks like a vacuum piece, like the end, the head. And looks like a vacuum. We're gonna get into all these pieces, don't you worry. But we're just going through the box, seeing if we missed anything. Couple extra pieces. And here's the box. So much fun. We can go over some details, but you can see what the end product is supposed to look like. We got the red one. This is by Curvymoontech, the vacuum cleaner DB5 with super suction power. 2200 amp hour battery, powerful suction, 250 watt power, long running time, etc., etc. All right. So, nothing else in the box. Let's go through our pieces, shall we? And then we'll do some vacuuming, which I think this room heavily needs. It's been a mess recently. I'm gonna take all the things out of the plastic, might as well do that off screen, and then I'll show them up in the camera, I'll describe them, and then we'll do some vacuuming. We just love doing chores on camera, don't we? All right, everything's unpacked, and we're gonna go through each of the pieces to see if we can't do any of these. Just kidding, I won't show you every single one of them. However, I do like to point out the screen and the buttons here. There's an on button and a plus and minus button, and then there's a little screen here that once it's plugged in and charged, using the battery pack here. Let's see, where'd the battery pack go? Here it is. I think I'm going to have to get this charged using the charger that was in the box and the... Let's see, do I need to use this? This looks like it's supposed to hold perhaps the hose, and then there's a sticky side on this, and it comes with screws. I'll figure it out later, but for now, I think what I need to do is charge this. Oh, look what we discovered. An extra one of these. Ready? Oh, wait, what are we caught on? It's two sides. Dang, these are getting more and more complicated by the year. All this unpacking, such a difficult job. All right, there we go. I'll get that charged up. I'll see if I can find any other trash, such as this, paperwork. We never look at that. Instruction manual, anything you'll need in here, obviously. A few of the extra tools that came with it, I just want to point out. There's the extra suction head, and we have the attachment style mechanism here. We have the red color scheme. We have an extra long pole here. This is metal, feels solid. Does this extend? I believe it does. There we go. By holding this button, we can extend the hose here. Dang, just keeps going. Just keeps going. Extra long, extra thick. All right, putting that aside. We also have this itty bitty little tool. Sometimes small things work, whatever you need to use it for. There's a little blade here. This, you can cut a seatbelt with it, and a little brush there in case we're doing some minute cleaning. What else we got? This one and this one. This looks like a classic vacuum head. So we're going to be attaching here at the end with this mechanism. I do like that it has that extra flexibility with that hose in there. We have the extra wheels here. This feels pretty mobile. Looking at the brush mechanism on the bottom, looks relatively wide open. So we shouldn't be getting too much trapped in there. As long as the suction is good, then we should have no problems with hair and other things getting trapped in there. All right, we're gonna get to charging that battery. We're gonna plug it all in, plug them all together, and get to doing some get to some vacuum, any of that. All right, done charging. So here we have the battery, full enough, I suppose. We can plug it in here, like so. No, like so. And then there's like a little latch there that's supposed to click, if it will. Come here. Oh, maybe I have to undo it. Is there something blocking? Slide. What's not working? What's not going? Ah, I see. You have to kind of get in there. I feel like showing my incompetence on camera is like the most humbling thing I could do, because it's like, oh, usually this part is where, you know, you figure out some product you get online in the privacy of your own home. And it's like, okay, I take 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever, to figure something out. But then it's like something extremely simple, like fitting a battery into this thing. And what, I'm going to pause the video just so I can figure it out. So it was extremely simple to put the battery in. I just slid it in like so. I just had to wiggle it a little bit. No problems. And then, let's see if this turns on. By pressing the on. Whoa! All right, we got it on right away. Okay, so I don't need to hold it. It just turns on and off, real easy. Just a button. I mean, obviously, but okay, so we have it on. Let's see what. So it looks like we have two different settings, two power settings, indicated by the symbols on the screen. First, let's attach some attachments. No, I'm kidding. Let's see, this one first, the pole. So then, because of the latch here, this should just go. There we go. And then I can extend the pole. We want it nice and long. Heck yeah. There we go. We're getting started already. And then we have an option of between, you know, the little handle, the one that you just get up nice and close. We have the long handle thingy that you get in tight spaces with. And then we have the main one, which you do on the floor. And you can just slot that in. Gotta have good aim. All right, here we go. Full vacuum. Let's give you a better view of this dirty floor. It's a mess here, so I'm only going to be able to vacuum like a little portion of it, and you can already see the like parts of the vacuum that I threw a strew. Now this thing, I'm suspecting you just put it on the wall so you can hang up like the hose parts. Like you see how there's different hanger parts up there, so I'll leave that alone for now. And I'm glad to have that extra filter. But right now, it's sucking time. Ooh, we have a little light on the end of the vacuum here. You see on the floor, it gives you a little bit of illumination right where you're vacuuming. I really like how flexible it is here. I turn it not by like aiming it, I'm kind of twisting the vacuum here, and that turns the end. So that goes like, you said that went like 90 degrees. So I twist it a little bit more while pushing it against the ground, and it'll turn that way. Not that it's like not easy to move or anything, it's very light. See, not too heavy. I kind of lift it with one hand. And it seems to be working pretty well. It's getting all of the big pieces at least. And that was the small setting, the slow setting. Now, weren't you just so happy to watch me, your favorite video content creator, vacuum the floor? I'll bet it was. I like the design of this. Over here we have the canister where all the dirt is going to end up. Let's see how to take that out. So to take the battery out, we could just unlatch here. But to take the canister out, oh, look, you just squeeze that. I think that just comes right out. Look at that. And it's all enclosed, and we can unlatch there to empty it into the trash. We got a good amount of gunk already. This basement is a little bit messy. Very clean. I don't know, and it clicks right back in. I don't know why anyone would need like a super expensive vacuum if this works. I was just using the light setting. Like if I turn on the heavy setting, I'll be able to get even deeper into this carpet. Although it's not like a super deep carpet, it's pretty shallow. Hard floors obviously should be no issue. Next, I guess I can like go outside and try vacuuming the dirt and see how well that goes. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I forgot something. I am so sorry. Ready? Let's see if we can grab this. Ah, no! The rest of the plastic. Okay. Here we go. You gotta expect these things. You gotta look for them. Damn. All right, that's that. And that's the cleanest it'll ever be. I just like this hinge. Like, that's pretty nice. What? All right, that's it for this video. I really like this vacuum. I have another chunky vacuum somewhere. It's like a big bulky one. It sucks just as much. That's saying something. This is much lighter. It has a really good amount of power. The battery is fine. I assume it lasts like a while based on the size of the battery and how much vacuuming I do in general. Not often. So this is a really light piece of equipment. I can store it in a box in a corner or just like lean it up against something. Maybe I'll have this on the wall as like an art piece. I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, those are my thoughts on this vacuum. I'm going to use it to vacuum pretty much everything from now on, unless I'm using a robot vacuum, which are those automatic ones. But this will get me in corners. This will get me in itty-bitty little places. And if I really want to get up close, I can always do something like this, right? Just like take the end, plug it literally direct. There's my vacuum. I'm going to do the floors like this. All right, that's it. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll see you next time. Peace.